make some noise.
Yeah.
So, yo, gentlemen, I heard y'all on the Eclipse radio show on Sunday.
Right.
Rappers Out of Control. And I'll be honest with you, as a fan, a person who was listening, just live listening, I didn't get a comprehension of who you guys really were.
Right.
So now that you're on Guerrilla Grooves Radio, I want to get a deep comprehension to who the fuck you gentlemen are.
All right.
Right?
Yeah,
So
what it
listening to the show, I heard Baltimore. Right? So where you gentlemen from?
I'm originally from Baltimore, M.I.
And your name is what?
M.I. And Mike Stillis, Mr. Impossible.
Wow.
Depends on what day it is.
Yeah. And who we got right here?
I'm Cut, DJ Cut.
DJ Cut, right?
I'm gonna let Cut touch that.
Yeah.
DJ Cut, M.I. So
you guys are what? Like, you guys are besties? You guys are like just straight?
I mean, you know, we've been rocking out for like 20 years at this point. You know, we like, you know what I'm saying? We shit, man. When we were younger doing this shit, we're doing this shit in bunk beds. You know what I'm saying? Word up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, you know, I moved up from Baltimore to Jersey. Okay. We was just rocking, man. We were young. You know, his moms and pops let me come to the crib. They supported the movement, man. They let us rock over there. We just
turntables and the MP and the 950.
So you were making all the beats. You made the setup joint on it, right?
Yeah. Every year, Constant Deviants, Cut does the production and the scratches, and I do the rhyming. Every once in a while, we might do a remix. Somebody might do a remix for something. But you know, I do MI stuff separate with other producers as well, and he may work with other artists. But when it's Constant Deviants, normally it's us.
Right.
Wow.
Straight up.
Not a whole lot of features on the albums and all of that. Just, you know, it's us rocking.
And I feel that energy, like even on that, on that one single, and I got it single.
And we played that, and that joint was like over 2 decades.
Oh, come on, man.
Right there. It's timeless classic music.
Almost 2 decades.
I caught that in the street. I was out, and someone from Buds ran up on me because I was DJing at the time in '98. I was starting to fade out.
That's how I met Fred too. I ran up on him with wax.
And when I got home and I played the joint, and when I played that joint, it's definitely one of the joints that I'm calling people like, yo, you hear this shit? You gotta hear that. I'm calling people to come downstairs from the building, come hear this shit, you know. And it was a blessing to get that joint, man.
Thank you, man.
And I wish I could have caught more shit from y'all. Like what really happened after that single? Was that the first single or?
No, that one was that was actually the second single.
What year too?
That was '98. The first single was
'98.
Yeah. The first single was on a record label called Vestry Records.
Right, you were
they were
saying
more
yesterday.
they were more like a house label. So they were trying to do some hip hop shit, some R&B shit. So they tried their hand. That was Competition Cat Speed Knots. That was the first 12 inch that we put out. And then we put this one out, and then we did one more with Buds on Brooklyn Pipeline. So that was the 3. But like I said, in that time span for both of those deals, we recorded 2 albums.
Right.
One was Concrete Utopia, that was the first one, and the second one was Amongst Friends.
Is that what I got over here, man?
Amongst Friends is the second one. Yeah, we brought you the TPs from that.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's what
test pressings, bro. You call me test pressings, B.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. You don't see this shit right here?
We got the test press in the building.
It's ridiculous.
Why you putting
and this is new stuff right here too.
Yeah, that's not everybody new stuff. That's from '98.
That's from '98 also. Wow.
But why would you waving that shit in my face like?
You wasn't fucking looking, bro. Pay attention.
No, I was listening.
I'm talking to my son right now.
You know Rhino's
pay attention.
Nah, it's just
I said pay attention.
There's so many heads on the mic. I was just looking down, listening. And you put it in my face like it was like a 12-inch cock.
Put it in my face, in my motherfucking face.
In my motherfucking face. Like a big dick. So you guys have been around for like 20 years, goddammit. And you know what? As I was listening to the, and no disrespect to my man, DJ Clips. Big up to DJ Clips, but I didn't get this shit when I was listening to these guys. Because they brought them on at the same time as they brought Akbar and you on.
Yes.
So like, I didn't feel like the interview was solely based on them, and it was just like going back and forth. And then I didn't get a chance to understand who they were as a team. You know what I mean? So to bring that back, did you feel the same way?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, nah, it was like it was I mean, it was all love though, but
it was all
it
love.
wasn't like a formal. It wasn't a formal kind of thing.
It wasn't formal.
It wasn't like you just come with him and rock for his show and just gotta come hang out with him.
Right.
So it's cool. It was all love. We appreciate getting up there. He's the first one from Satellite to show love. So we appreciate that. You know, he opened that door for us. You know what I'm saying?
And it's called the 626. Am I right? Because I heard that.
It's 6 to 6.
Six.
We do spell it with a 2.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, you don't be like
6
to 6. Like you be like 6 to 6. Like yo, when you work, I work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
We work the 6 to 6 shift. 6 a.m. to 6 a.m.
I like
12-hour shift.
24 hours.
24 hours.
6 a.m. to 6 a.m. Non-stop.
Constant Deviants.
Constant
Break
Deviants.
down the name too. How did y'all even come up with that name?
I mean,
It's a great name.
That name was just, thank you by the way. But that name just, I mean, it was so long ago at this point, but you know, we just felt like we had to come up with a group name, so we tried to think of a couple words that described what we were trying to do.
Okay.
And then, you know, like you look in the books and you look at like the songs just trying to come up with words. And then we kind of like those two words made sense together to explain what we were trying to explain.
Right.
The whole C and the D thing.
Yes.
So CDs looks good. CD looks good next to each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's easy.
So y'all
easy
thought
to
about
remember.
that.
Yeah. Now we took some time, but we wanted to have that, you know what I'm saying? Because we were constantly changing, and that's basically what we were, you know, what we were trying to explain. So those two words kind of fell together. It really didn't take long. It kind of happened quick, but it seems like it took.
And just to put it out, like, I mean, like, I've been trying to come out with a name with a group that I'm trying to work with, and it's been like a year and a half. We still haven't got our name right. So to come out with a name like Constant Deviants, CD, yo, much respect, man.
Respect.
Much respect.
What's some of the like artists, if the people out there don't know, like who have y'all worked with, where have y'all gone? I know y'all touring right now, so like just break down like just the movements in your game since for the decade that y'all been doing this.
Great question.
I mean, myself, you know, we worked with some artists, you know, Nori, Nature, did a joint with Rick Ross.
Wow, y'all did a joint with Rick Ross.
Yeah, Busy B. You know, we work with Busy B's like an uncle to me, Chief Rock Busy B. So like he, you know, like we do a lot of stuff with him.
There's a lot of weed in those.
I can't even word. That's all the brother does is smoke. I
Let me
can't
know
like
the
you know
next
right off
session.
the top. I can't even think because we've been doing our like we focus on ourselves so much.
Right.
We don't really do a lot of features on our projects.
Nice.
It's other people. I just can't even think off the top over the years.
Where have y'all been too? Like what travel?
You know, we travel a lot into Europe a lot.
Exactly, because y'all been doing this for.
We get a lot of love in Europe.
You get a lot of
places in Europe.
The last 2 years we've been over there 3 times already.
Wow, we out there in
Switzerland, France, Germany, North Switzerland, South Switzerland. You know, we got some things lined up in Spain, France again, the UK. We're going to Colombia in October. You know what I'm saying? So trying to get a West Coast.
Have y'all been to Italy yet?
Nah, but
okay, I got my man Alessandro out here from Italy. You know what I'm saying? So maybe y'all can probably with him later about something.
L.I.F.Long brought up Italy. Have you guys been to the South Pole?
I mean, it's because you know why they put out good music.
I know. It's a joke, bro. It's a
for
joke.
a long time.
It's a joke. We ain't gotta go bash that. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a straight joke.
So what's the name of the project again, real quick?
So the name of the album is Omerta.
Omerta.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means Code of Silence.
Yes.
Hold of silence.
So
I'm a hood rat. Nice. I have no codes of silence. I gotta gossip every day. Hood rat.
So Omerta, is that just strictly y'all two?
Yeah, it's totally us. We didn't do any features on this project.
Right.
How many joints on there?
13.
So all production by you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all the time.
What was the inspiration behind this album, or like Omerta, like silence? Why'd y'all come up with that name?
This project was like I said, this project was a follow-up. We dropped the album last year called Avant-Garde.
Nice.
And what we were trying to do with that album was bridge like the older sound with the newer sound.
Yes.
And kind of like it was kind of jazzy, it was kind of smooth, it was a little more laid
Like
back.
avant-garde. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Real artistic.
More laid back than our previous projects. And some of the response that we had noticed we were getting was like, yeah, it's cool, but blah, 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 whatever. You know, some of our like core fans. So initially we were gonna do the Luciano Lansky EP, because Cut's Russian and I'm Italian. So we were gonna do the whole little like, you know, run off of that shit right there. And it was just gonna be an EP just to kind of bless the audience that we had already, just to kind of let them know we were still dropping hard joints and everything wasn't gonna be smoothed out and jazzy. I think your mic's off.
Okay,
nice.
No, his mic is on.
Okay.
It's just that he has some earphones, so he has to have a plentiful level of understanding it. So you're Italian, he's Russian.
Right.
You're Italian, he's Russian. Russian Jew?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's why the Lansky.
That's the Lansky part.
Right.
So now I get it.
So that's what we ran with. But as we started developing the project, it really felt like it needed to be an album.
Okay.
And Omerta was going to be one of the songs, but I was just like, that's just such a dope word.
Right.
Let's just use that for the title. So it's 6 to 6 Records presents Constant Deviants as Luciano Lansky in Omerta. So it's kind of like it's themed like a movie.
It's a movie.
Almost.
It's real cinematic. And y'all based out of Jersey too, right?
Now I'm living in Florida right now.
Florida, okay.
I'm from Baltimore.
Cut, where you at? Where you at?
I'm in Jersey now. Yeah,
Jersey. From Jersey to Florida.
Yeah, we all over the
on the
place.
I-95? On the I-95? Exactly.
We got a joint on the album called I-95.
Wow.
Exactly. Here we go.
Nice.
I-95, baby.
So what we getting into now? Because I know you have some joints.
Let's do that.
Come back with some bars.
Yeah.
We get into right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Guerrilla Grooves Radio right here with Constant Deviants.
Constant Deviants.
6 to 6, 24/7, working on music.
Every day,
And
all
films.
day.
We didn't get into that yet.
It's been a decade of good music.
Get into the Dirty DeLorean.
Yeah.
Dirty DeLorean.
Not Dirty DeLorean, it's DeLorean.
DeLorean.
The dirty version.
The dirty version. I like that. The Dirty DeLorean.
Let's do that. Let's get into that and then come back with some rhymes,
DeLorean.
final shout-outs, and we're going to wrap our show up, ladies and boys and girls. This is Guerrilla Grooves Radio right here live with Constant Deviants. It's called DeLorean. Go out there and check their fucking music out. Because if you don't do it, then you're not a supporter. And no one likes you. And you should go hang yourself in the bathroom of the girls' locker room. Asshole. Gentlemen, I wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate that, brother. Absolutely.
Keep smashing it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep bringing it to the underground.
Sir, D.
How you
But
feel
now-
this beat, am I?
Oh yeah, we can rock to this.
You like this?
Hold on. Let's give a final shout out to everybody though. Right? Can we give final shout outs?
After bars.
Check.
Emma's a beast in this, man.
Check.
Shout outs after bars, man. Yeah.
Fasten up, I assassinate ducks. Black trucks, AK, magazine, and some gloves. And it's all out warfare. Head for your fallout shelter. The heat from the beat might melt you. Y'all gas, too much seltzer. Dude, I've been swerving on these fools. Like something nice, precise with these surgical tools. But I can't help you. Battle felt more like a burglary tomb. You're lucky to just be in the emergency room. It's just another part of me. It's like the earth and the moon. Birth to the tomb. 6 to 6 shift. Had a crown before I even had a head in the womb. They know that it's a problem once the letters is moving, and he running like a coward instead of improving. 12 gauge rage, bad man from the badland, Baltimore murderland. Stand down at a champ round, try to get up, but he can't now. He getting tense cause he know he on my campground. Don't make a damn sound, now you fam round clown. Make my mans and them pull the fucking van round and get to laying down fools. This is personal, live, uncut, raw, no rehearsal. I'm not the one to try to come up off. I go sun up to sundown to sun up. All we ever needed was a vein and a vision. It wasn't just greed and vanity, we was making a mission. And words bonds, why it's hard to make a commitment. When you out here, your words about all that you can give them.
Am I?
6
Yeah.
Mike Stills.
Yes, sir.
Am I? You got another one, am I?
6 to 6.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Come
Hey, yo,
on,
6 to 6.
Get 'em.
6
Hey, yo,
to 6.
hey, yo, smack whack rappers, I'm back with the black dapper Dan, Louis V jacket, flow packing the Mac. Adamant about actual fact, and you lack that. Superfly the Mac, pink Cadillac attack. I'm the catalyst, flammable, hazardous. Lead the shit as it is, living shit you couldn't even fathom it. Phantom, I'm a man of my word, man. I do damage every night. Some menage couldn't even manage. I'm a savage beast. Better watch what you eat, y'all retreat, or you could be a part of this feast. I went hard on these beats, hard on these streets, 6 to 6, 8 day, and now y'all wanna beef? I'm like, fuck the world. Each day face not getting booked like Zuckerberg. Man, in other words, I'm not trying to see the penitentiary. Man, your favorite MC shouldn't never mention me. They'll eventually see my greatness. The plate shift earthquake, close to the end like the birthday. The words I say, you slaughter them on the table, cut them up, shoot them in your vein with a needle. Dope shit, opiate, they hoping I quit, but I doubt that. Getting cheese, dodging the mousetrap. They wanna know where my house at. Talking like they bout that life, man, but they ain't bout that.
Constant Deviants.
Yeah.
Palm on the radio, man. Let me get some applause for that, brother.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
You got something for him?
let's go home.
Rob two cuts?
Nah, he cuts this up.
Negative.
An audio technician.
He said it all.
Yeah.
Y'all remind me
For real.
real talk of some real, and you know, I feel like when you compare somebody, you know it gotta be some real dope shit if you're gonna compare somebody to somebody from the legendary era. And I feel like y'all are on some, definitely on some gangstar shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Dope MC, dope
Did you
producer.
just compare them to Guru and Premier?
On a level. I feel like on a level because of the dope production, a dope MC. I like how y'all put that down, man.
Wow.
You know, we don't really do like the whole who influenced you type thing and all that. But I mean, we definitely patterned our shit after Gangsta.
And I definitely respect that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's give a final shout out right here. At home, wherever the fuck you at, wherever you're listening. If you're listening to SoundCloud tomorrow, SoundCloud.com/Guerrilla Grooves Radio. Or right now, if you're live on GuerrillaGroovesRadio.com or on MyRadioStream.com/Guerrilla Grooves. Let's make some noise for Constant Deviants.
Oh yeah. And check us out at the Ralph McDaniels Hip Hop Film Festival, August 5th. We got our movie premiering. Our first movie, 66 the movie. Word.
August 5th.
August 5th. Ralph McDaniels Hip Hop Film Festival.
Shout the website out too.
66 the movie. Yeah, that's our first feature.
You guys filmed it or
It's a real movie. It's about two characters. It's kind of like 6 degrees of separation thing. Their lives kind of parallel, but they don't really know each other. It's a real movie. And then we just finished our second joint with my man Ducati. He's from the BX. Well, he's from Brooklyn, but he lives in the BX. All right. That joint's called Can't Live Without My Radio, and it's a comedy about a radio station.
Wow. When is the first one coming out?
The first one is 66 the movie. That premieres at the festival.
So that premieres at the festival.
And then after that, then we'll try to do the whole festival. We're gonna keep trying to do the festival.
So if people want to see this movie and come to
check
the
us
festival,
out August 5th. At the Hip Hop Film Festival.
Yeah,
okay.
It's in New York. I don't know where it is exactly.
It's uptown.
What's the website where they can follow y'all and just find that information out later?
ConstantDeviants.com or the 6to6shift.com.
Yes.
I want to give you a chance to talk.
Nah, I'm good. He does the talking. That's what he does. Like I'm
Nah. But your beard is much sexier.
Chill.
The beard is weird. Nah, I see you trying to like talk and shit.
Nah. Like I'm ad.
Let's cut story.
Like the hype man.
You're a hype man. Nah, he's not though. He's not.
That's Cut's the producer. The you know what I mean? He's the man behind the scenes, man.
Nah, but I've been looking at him. He's like,
With his hands.
he's trying to come in.
Like, every time I want to say something, he says it.
He
so
got
I'm
it.
good. Like I'm
All
falling
right.
back. I'm falling back.
I just want to make sure that everything that you want to be said is being said, my brother.
I'm super good.
All right. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is
Guerrilla Grooves Radio.
Name the album one more time.
It's Rhinocerous Funk, your host, your guide through this whole funky ride, and we have right here live for you right here at TV Studios, Constant Deviants. All right, gentlemen, give me your final shout outs to your website and all that shit.
Yeah, just shout outs to, really everybody that's still supporting out there, everybody that's doing, these you know, the satellite shows, the internet shows, you know, keeping the underground funky, because this is where it's at and this is where what it is, you know. I mean, all my peoples know who they are, so they get a shout out regardless, but we just appreciate people like yourselves for giving us an opportunity to, you know, come out and be heard.
Appreciate you
and
coming
make it all relevant, for sure.
You know, they just did the Sirius XM, that was real swanky. Then they're gonna do the Doc Ock. That's when you go there. That's gonna be real swanky. This is so anti-swanky.
Hold on.
And
they doing the
real quick. You guys have ever been to the Doc Ock show?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Yo, this is like
the best of child.
It's like cats fucking in an alley compared to like some like ill porn shot videos. Like, yo, my man, like, this is the grimiest you're ever gonna visit.
Word.
So when you ever go back to where the fuck you're from, you let them know Guerrilla Grooves Radio right here in the South Bronx, right down the block from Patterson Projects.
Yes.
Well, my man, who? Percy P busted his first nut on the project.
And who else? AG.
Mill
And who
Brooks.
else? Just Ice.
And Just Ice came from different spots.
But he's from around here.
Yeah.
It's in the vicinity.
He up there. He was up on call. He was Brooklyn and
Yeah. And Far Rockaway. But let's not get into that. My point of the story is that you guys are in the deep South Bronx, and we'll see you on Friday.
Sure.
And when we hang out on Friday, you'll see the difference into how grimy this shit is right here compared to everybody else. But much love to Constant Deviants. Thank you for coming out. Guerrilla Grooves Radio, we love y'all. Can we get a freestyle? We had a freestyle, right?
Had a freestyle. How often y'all like back and forth in New York? Because I want to bring out all the lyrics if possible, man.
Oh yeah, no, well, I mean, you know, like I said, I'm back and forth really between Florida and Baltimore.
Okay.
But Baltimore's a 2.5 hour drive.
I would love to.
Florida's a 3 hour flight. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
We have to
You know what though?
We can rock it out. That's what it is.
know what we need from you though? What we need from you is to hook up Peasant Party Music, my man L.I.F.Long, my man Fredones, and Rhinocerous Funk out of Florida. We gotta get together and sniff cocaine off of Mickey Mouse's dick.
Not sniffing.
It's
Fuck
like
cocaine. Fuck Mickey Mouse in his dick.
That might will not be involved in that.
I appreciate you, brother. I wouldn't either. But if you got something for us that doesn't involve that,
Exactly.
All right.
Florida.
Lifelong MI and
who the fuck does that?
and cuts will not be at that point.
It was a joke, and y'all took it too far. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Guerrilla Grooves Radio. Shout to Constant Deviants. Let's get back into the music, my man DJ Fred.